Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl, and that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin popping, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Oh Lord, child, let me tell y'all something. I'm happy to see y'all. I know, thank you so much, Choco Chip, for becoming a member. You are greatly appreciated. Y'all remember to become members of my website, bondyblueshow.com. Okay, remember that. Write it down, take a picture. I don't give a, okay? All right. Hey, y'all. What's up? I wanted y'all to see me. Hi, girl. Hey, I love you. I'm so happy to be back. Okay, so y'all know, okay, your girl had a really good weekend. If y'all follow me on Instagram, if you are members to my channel, then you know, because I was like, I was posting. Okay, I was letting y'all know it was going down. Who had Dropkick Who and all of this, making beautiful videos of my family enjoying my cousin's wedding. Okay, this is my, like, a cousin that lived with me. Like, it's my cousin. Okay, shout out to Jenny. I had a good time. I was so happy to see everybody, y'all. I get a family fix, is what I like to call it, because I get a high from being around my family. It always happens that way. I don't know why, but whenever we are around each other, it just be like, I love y'all. I can't stand y'all, but I love y'all. And I'm always happy whenever we get to be around each other and love on each other and have a good time and, do what us New Orleans people, like to do, which is talk shit and juke. You know what I'm saying? Tear it down to the ground. Okay. Girl, I had to skedaddle a little early because me and Lyric had plans. Still ended up being late for the plans, girl. We were supposed to be going to my friend Burlesque thing, and we went, but it was so packed we couldn't see, so we ended up leaving and then just kind of going through the quarter trying to find somewhere to eat, and we ended up at a fried chicken joint. Girl, it was fun. Anyway, so I basically been drunk this whole weekend, but this is the main thing. I'm tired. I was going to do Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and Candy and the Gang after this, but I don't have it. I'm sorry. Lyric and I just got back home. We've been ripping and running all damn day. So I don't have it in me to give you another video after this, girl. It's probably going to be out like a light, slept through the flight. But I have rescheduled Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion and Candy and the Gang for tomorrow at 11 a.m. bright and early, bitch. So if you want to hear me talk about it, then I guess you'll see me here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, if you are a member of my site, which you should be, there is some content on there that is free, that is exclusive to the website, okay? There was a whole nother BondyBlue show that happened after the one that I did last week. I talked about, some other things. So y'all make sure y'all go and sign up for BondyBlueShow.com and check out the exclusive content that is offered to you, whether you are a free member or you are a Baby Blue or a Royal Blue member. There is content for my members as well. And Lyric and I are going to watch Bel Air. So there are more recordings of Bel Air coming, and y'all know we're going on vacation next week, so I probably will not be on the channel as much. I'll probably be releasing y'all some replays and stuff like that for the most part, and maybe a video here and there, but for the most part, if you're a member, you're gonna see more. Okay, If you are a member of the website, I'll be posting things on the forum. I'll be posting things on the site exclusively. Okay. And maybe just a video here or there on YouTube for that whole week. And then when I come back, then we'll jump back into it. I'm so glad that Love and Marriage Huntsville doesn't come back on until the 19th because I get back on the 20th. So then, we'll hop back into everything. But yeah, girl, don't expect to see much from me next week. Okay. Because it ain't gonna be all that. It's just not. I'm not gonna be making no notes. I'm not gonna be doing none of that. It may be I might watch it. I might not. Okay, because I don't know what's gonna be available for me to watch in Jamaica, and who the fuck knows if I even feel like being bothered with any of this. Okay. Um. Did she say she was doing a cabaret tomorrow? No, I did not say that, but I don't know. Maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know. But like I said, for sure, you're gonna get Candy and the gang in Salt Lake City tomorrow. Okay. So just letting everybody know what's going on, because I know y'all be looking and y'all want to know what's going on with the schedule, why we wasn't here yesterday, all of this and that. Family stuff, tired. Today we're gonna do one live because I can't look, I can't. But we're gonna get out all of the videos this week. But next week, like I said, don't look for me. Unless you on my website, then you can look for me. Okay. I love you guys. I can't wait for this vacation. Lyric and I are needing it. Okay, needing it. All right. Shit. He one of the reasons why I'm tired right now. Anyway. So y'all, let's go ahead and let's do ladies who list first. Okay, because I want to talk about these looks before we get into the actual notes of the episode. So, first of all, I think everybody looked great. I loved Kira's little suit with the shoulder off and her little cute short bob. I think Crystal was my least favorite look, and it's just because it was underwhelming comparing looks. Like for instance, Crystal is amazing in every confessional look. So we get here and you're just giving us what? This like suit skirt situation and just regular long hair. Like, bitch, no. Like, you give me better looks in a confessional than you did at the reunion. I am so disappointed, Crystal, because I was expecting more from you. Tanika looked good from the titties up. I don't know what it's given from the titties down, but I wasn't like really impressed with her overall energy during this reunion show. We're gonna get into it, but she looks beautiful from the titties up. I just don't know what the bottom is giving. From the titties up, it's good. Robin, I loved it. I love the skirt. I love the belt. I love the color, the hair, the earrings, the shoes. It's giving. Tiana, I loved Tiana's look. I loved it. I love the cutoff with the dangles and you know what I'm saying, girl. I loved it. I also love Tiana look. Tiffany's look. Tiffany's look was badass. And I almost feel like Tiffany's look in this shot right here is not giving it the justice that it deserves. Child, let me see if I can go over here to Instagram and pull it up for the girls, because Tiffany was given to me. Like, when I saw her on Instagram, I was just like, it's giving. And I like the vibe of it all. Like, I like it. I'm about to share my screen so y'all can see. Okay. Hold up. Get your ass up. Hurry up. Okay. Instagram. Okay. So let me remove this picture. All right. Y'all see her, right? Y'all see her? Y'all see? Okay. So first of all, I love the hair, the earrings, the boobs look good. I love a good suit, girl. Okay. Now, I don't know if I would have worn this with the splits down at the ankle like that, but I love the look on her. I really do. I love the shiny parts where it's shiny. I think it fits good. It's just giving classic I got money type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving real classic I got money type shit. Okay. And this is what she said, because I didn't even realize she had gave us the whole message. But it says, when I signed up to film this show and I spoke to producers about what I wanted to film, my list included my family, balancing work, being a wife, and my kids. This is my real life struggle. I want to inspire women in my same shoes that although it's tough, you can still accomplish and fulfill your own individual dreams, even if you are swamped with family life. She also wanted to show her work. She wanted to show her mental health. She wanted to show that she was a sports mom. Not one time did I force myself to come up with a storyline. This is what I have, and this is what I will film. Other topics that came up because I was a part of someone else's storyline, and that's that on that. Reality TV for me was real. Not everything was shown. Nevertheless, it's what my life consists of. Would I do it again? Hashtag absolutely. That's good to know, Tiffany. That's good to know, girl, because we liked you over here. Okay. We liked you on the show. I appreciated your energy. Now I'm going to go see if Tiana's look. Because I like Tiana, so I follow her too. Let me go see. Yes, Tiana, bitch. Yes. Hold up, y'all. I'm coming. Hold up. Let me share the screen so that I can show y'all Tiana's look while she's standing up, because I feel like everybody else look besides Crystal's. And I'm gonna go see if I can. I don't follow Crystal, so I don't know what her look was given on social media. But see, I saw this first before the reunion show because I was late to watching the reunion show. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, bitch, yes. It's giving retired Dallas football Cowboys cheerleader vibes. Like but I love it. I love how it looks on her body. Like she just looks cute. You better give. Let me see you walk, 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 walk. Oh, y'all know this talking so you talking all that shit, but let me see if you can walk. Okay, all right, I'm done. Walking like I talk, and I'm a big stepper. Yes. Y'all know who Tiana reminds me of? Tiana reminds me of uh, um 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 is it Cindy from In Vogue? Look, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But y'all know what I'm saying. Either way, those are the two main looks that I wanted to show y'all on Instagram. Just quickly, let me see if I could find Crystal's look. Okay, let me see if I could find it, because I feel like hers is the only look that I feel like I needed to see what it was giving standing up. Okay, hold up. Let's see. Crystal, were you giving us a look? Yes. Okay. Hold up. Let me share, because I don't like to show the movement. Okay, when we're sharing. Okay, Kimbro. Okay, so she's giving more Dawn from Invo. You think Dawn? No. Y'all are going off looks, and y'all have to be also thinking about the energy. She's giving Cindy. To me, it's giving more Cindy. Okay? It's, ooh, my first mistake was I wanted too much time. I had to have it morning, noon, and night. If I would have known then the things that I know now. Like that's what it's giving. Okay. It's giving Cindy. For me anyway. But I see what you mean with the Dawn, because it's in the eyes. But we gotta get away from the eyes and focus on the energy. And don't forget, Dawn and Cindy had the little, they had the clothes, the eyes too. They had because you don't want to say the wrong thing now. But the eyes were similar. Okay. But this was Crystal's look, and yeah, Crystal, this is so disappointing. This is so disappointing. I don't know what's going on under the blazer, but the blazer feels no. I just know you could have done better. Your looks in the confessionals have been immaculate. This was not it for me. You could have done so much better, Crystal. Why? Ugh. Crystal, no. Just no, Crystal, no. That just wasn't it. And it's like, girl, you could have came through and killed everybody, because during the confessionals, you were giving y'all that top knot and the tit, like Crystal gave in every confessional look. And so to see her give us a regular, schmegular suit, I'm disappointed. Okay, of course, any color looks good on Crystal. Like that's another thing. Colors look good on Black people. That's just what it is. You have beautiful brown skin, girl. Guess what? Every color of the rainbow looks good on you. Listen, let's not say slanted, okay? I don't know what to call it. We're gonna say that they just real close together. The eyes be like this, okay? But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into my notes from the actual episode, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna put the regular ladies who list thing for right now, and I'm gonna go back to the reunion shot in a second. So just roll with me. Okay, you're here for my voice, and let's focus on my voice. Okay, Kiana quit the show. We know. We were there. She will be missed, but she had to do what's best for her. It Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I really do feel like Kiana should have been there because I feel like this was Kiana's opportunity to showcase that Robin is the bad guy. I don't think Robin is the bad guy, just so we're clear. But I feel like if that's what you wanted to do, Robin set herself up to be looked at as the bad guy during this reunion show because she was so on everybody's ass. Robin was on everybody's ass during this reunion show. Girl, if you thought you was going to get out a little bit of something that she felt like was not true, cutting that ass off. Why do we even need to hear it? Why do we need to hear it? It's a lie. It's a lie, it's bullshit. Why do we even need to hear it? Because it's a reunion. Because it's a reunion and we need to hear it because we need to have it all laid out for future references. Season 1 reunion show, this is what had happened, okay? And I feel like Kiana could have done what everybody else did, which is sit on the stage very calm and poised and made Robin look crazy because that's what ended up happening. And that's not to say that Robin wasn't saying a lot of good things. I'm about to point them out to y'all that I agreed with her a lot of the time, and I can tell that Robin is, y'all know I've dealt with Robin. We talked and all of this. Robin is amazing. Robin tells you she has issues because she does, not because she doesn't. Not because it's fugazi, not because it's something to play around with. No, she has issues, okay? She does. But Robin is honest as fuck, okay? And Robin is one of those people that I am not going to let you sit in front of me and say bullshit. So I think a lot of the times she comes off so abrasive when everybody's remaining calm because she's not with the shits. Meaning, if you say something that I feel like is a lie, I'm not going to let you get away with it the way everybody else will just sit up here and do this. And I also feel like her energy is very manic. So when she gets upset, she can't control herself. She going to jump up. She gonna jump up because this is really aggravated the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely saw at different points where I wanted Robin to calm the fuck down and be able to hear people talking to her. Because she gets to a point where she's so mad that she's no longer listening. And when that happens, you're playing yourself because you're making yourself seem like you're out of control when everybody else is sitting there all calm and poised. And that was what it was, okay? So let me go ahead and get into that, okay? So the ladies are at the top of their game. Main thing I got from the beginning, Tiffany closed with Cardi B. All right. And I was like, all right, Tiffany, you better close with Cardi B. Okay. Because that's a big sale. We all know. If you remember Cardi's house in Atlanta when she showcased it, it was incredible. It was huge. I mean, she was walking down the hallway for what seemed like for fucking ever. Okay. It was beautiful. The backyard. I loved it. I remember when she posted it, and everything. So shout out to Tiffany because Tiffany could have led with that. Okay. But unlike some other people, Kiana and Crystal, she is not here to just toot her own horn constantly. Tiffany could have reminded us every chance that she got that she closed with Cardi B, and she chose to not do that. Okay, I'm good at my job. I'm gonna show you I'm good at my job because every time you see me, I'm gonna be showing up for a closing with my little cute Versace Gucci name brand gift bag for my client. Okay, she didn't need to keep saying it in confessionals like Kiana and Crystal did. So I want y'all to pay attention to somebody that's about their shit, but also knows how to, and I hate to say be humble because I don't even like the way that sounds nowadays, but be humble about their shit. You know what I'm saying? Because until you see somebody like Kiana in a confessional, every time you turn around, the humble brag, the humble brag, the humble brag, the humble brag. Like it's just constantly with the humble bragging. And I feel like Crystal does the same thing. Crystal even humble bragged during this fucking reunion show, and the host wanted everybody to clap for it, but we weren't going to do that. We're going to get into that in a minute. Kira is another one. Kira calls B. Simone by her first name, Braylon. Kira, listen, honey, we know you know her. We know y'all go back. We didn't heard 50, 11 times that she used to do your hair back when you was working down to the Verizon or the Motorola or whatever the fuck you was working at before you got into this business. Back when she was just doing hair and she was just Braylon from around the way versus the B. Simone that we all know and can't stand today. All right? Listen, B. Simone, that's not me, girl. I like you, okay? But people don't like you. So yeah, Kira, we got it. We recognize We know you about your business. We know. After you finish acting the fool this season, all we saw from you was you selling houses and showing people homes and being about your business. So, Kira, even though you might have a nasty ass high school mean girl attitude draped in I'm a church lady, like all of that you got going on is annoying as fuck. But I'm gonna give you this, bitch. You looked really good on this reunion show. You look like money. And the rest of the season, you did what you were supposed to do, which is show up, look good, and show these people that you know how to sell a house. Okay? So, Kira, I do want to see you come back. And you are very young. You're not even really into your 30s yet. You're younger than me. Okay. And I feel like you can get to the bag. Like the bag is fantastic. It says a lot about a young woman who hasn't even really got into her 30s yet that's gotten to her bag the way Kira has gotten to her bag. But at the same time, there is something to be learned for the energy that you exude because you talked all of that shit. Oh, I'm the peacemaker, and I'm really into my faith, and it's all fake. It's all fake. It doesn't come off that way. You don't come off as a person that is leading with their faith or leading with trying to be a good person to the people you encounter. Like, that's not what it feels like. To me, it feels like unless you have something financially to gain, you could give a fuck about being nice to somebody or having respect for somebody. And that's a young girl thing. And you should definitely get that the fuck together because that was not cute at all. You gave stank ass attitude. Okay. Yes. You give Giselle Bryant before Giselle found her a pastor to be with. And you're better than Giselle because you about your money first and foremost. You're not waiting on no nigga to come and save you. So, young lady, don't get me wrong. I don't ever want to put you down without lifting you up. Okay. Shout out to Funky. All right. But I'm going to just go ahead and keep it real with you. Your attitude is shitty as fuck when you have nothing to gain financially. And all of that, I'm a church woman and I'm a peacemaker, it's fake. Please fucking stop it. Please stop it because it doesn't come through as true. It comes off as somebody that's using the Lord as a way to make other people feel like you're better than them. It's a superior thing. Y'all know I have told y'all before, if y'all watch me, I don't like the way people use God to make other people feel like shit about themselves. I don't like it. I'm really heavy into my faith. Are you? Because it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel that way. All right, now that I'm done coughing up a lung, let's go ahead and press forward. Here we go. Thank y'all for signing up on my website. I see y'all signing up. Okay, come on now, free membership people. I appreciate y'all. That's why I give y'all a little free shit too now. Okay, and look through the archives and stuff because there is still stuff that is available for y'all that's not on YouTube. So but back into it. Okay, so Robin. Y'all, Robin was given to me in everything. Like, I loved it all. Okay. I absolutely loved it all. Okay. Robin wanted to collaborate. The dinner was a shit show. Why didn't Crystal say anything about how Kiana felt about Robin beforehand? Crystal says Robin doesn't know how to react to being challenged, and she should have minded her business. Crystal should have stayed out of it. I said, Crystal, that's your response to us asking you why you did not give your friend a fucking heads up about the women that she wanted to do business with having a problem with her. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna ignore it. Okay. This happened several times throughout the episode, several deflections. And this was the first time during this, reunion show where Crystal absolutely deflected from what we were asking her. Okay, it won't be the last though. Crystal says that Robin doesn't know how to react to being challenged. She should have minded her business. She wasn't completely transparent. She wasn't. Robin says, girl, you weren't transparent. Okay. And if you want me to tell the truth, just let me know when. You say when, and I'll go ahead and let it on out the gate. That should let y'all know that Robin was on one. Okay. Robin might as well have had a blue microphone in her fucking hand because she was on one. Okay. She came ready. She came ready, set, go. Let me know when. Let me know when you want to do it, Crystal, because we can keep it nasty, bitch. Let me know when. Okay, that was the energy it was giving. Crystal says that she's not interested in mending the friendship. And I'm just like, Crystal. Nobody cares. That's not what we asked. We asked you, why didn't you tell Robin that Kiana specifically had an issue with her? Because nobody gives a fuck about Kira and her Instagram problem. Nobody cares about that. Okay? And you still have yet to answer that. I didn't hear an answer to that question, ma'am. Okay? And so then we move on to Crystal and the triggered. And we're triggered. Okay? Tiana, and this was cut up very weird. And Tiana, my girl, I want to let you know I love you dearly, but you one of them naturally loud ass people, like myself. I really learned how to tone it the fuck down over the years. But you might be deaf in the ear, girl. I don't know. But Tiana is naturally loud. Okay, whether she is do y'all remember that episode of Martin? Do y'all remember that episode of Martin when Cole brings the girl over he met from the club? He brought several girls over to Martin's house that night, and one of the girls was so loud. So loud. She was like, how you doing, girl? I like your head. It was like, oh, whoa, you gonna have to bring that down. Damn. You know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll go outside. Oh, I know. All right, girl. All right. Like, she was loud as fuck. Okay. And that is what Tiana reminded me of. Okay. Now, you can obviously tell that they had edited this scene and that something was said in order for Tiana to start the conversation off up here. But she said loudly that she was never going to sit in a space where anyone is being jumped on, right, wrong, or indifferent. Okay, and the level was up there, which let me know that something happened prior in order for the level to get up there, but we did not see it. Editing people, what's going on? Production people, executive producer, who gave them the script? And why wasn't there a moment for us to understand? I needed a time code. Okay, I would have. Yes, producer person, I need a time code for the moment right before this because this doesn't make sense. It needs to make sense. Can I get a time code for the response? Like the fuck? Anyway, Crystal says one thing about true friendships is that she says, and I'm talking about Kiana, to reference that her friendship was never real with Robin. Girl, nobody cares. You all of a sudden now acting like Robin is the issue and Robin did something to you. My girl, stop. Nobody is on that boat with you except for Tanika and Kiana, but she's not here. And Kira, but we don't care. So yes, okay, she says she's talking about Kiana because she was the only one who came to her defense when Robin assaulted her. Okay, another deflection. We're talking about you and that triggered word and you making fucking t-shirts saying not easily triggered. We're talking about that. And you're sitting up here deflecting, talking about somebody smacked your hand. Y'all, see, that's why I knew that's what Kiana was doing when Kiana was on YouTube vehemently explaining that was assault. Ma'am, it may be, but fucking stop. Fucking stop. Okay, nobody is expecting to get sent to jail because they smack somebody's hand. Smack somebody in the face, yeah. Okay, kick her in a puss, absolutely. But you put your hand up in my face and I smacked your hand down. Maybe your hand shouldn't have been in my personal space if you didn't want it to get smacked the fuck out my face. Let's be real and honest about it. I haven't said anything about it because I personally feel like as adults, we should not be getting into situations where we have to put our hands on each other anymore because I'm not trying to fight you, bitch. I'm sore from a workout. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. Whatever this is little girl shit. I'm not doing this with you. If you that upset, get the fuck out my face. That means we don't have to have a conversation. If we can have a conversation without it getting to that level, bitch, I am exiting stage left because I am no longer in a tax bracket to be fucking around with y'all with this. Okay? I don't know what tax bracket I would have had to be in, but bitch, I ain't in it no more. And I'm not about to fight nobody, and I'm damn sure not to be doing all of this hemming and hawing and physical shit. For what? For what? Bitch, I am not getting physical unless I absolutely have to. And this was a situation where I felt like we can say what we want to, but if you put your hand in my face and I smack your hand out my face, please don't act like I just hurt you. Don't Karen the situation. And that's exactly what Kiana and Crystal were trying to do. They were trying to Karen the situation. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not feeling it. I'm not falling for it, and I'm not gonna give it the respect they think it deserves. It doesn't. You put your hand in my face, I smacked your hand out my fucking face. Okay? The fuck out of here with that. Sitting up here talking about she assaulted you. Why couldn't you bring that up beforehand? Because you never felt that you were assaulted. You didn't think that her smacking your hand was a big deal, which is why you put your hand right back up in her face. Okay? At the end of the day, this is a deflection. Okay? Then we get into what does the word triggered mean to Robin. Robin says it wasn't about the word. Bless you. Everybody, not just Robin, you guys, not just Robin, Tiana and Tiffany all explained that it wasn't about the word triggered. It wasn't about the word. It was about the way Crystal was behaving. They're all acting like they didn't see Crystal giddy as fuck to see these women having a confrontation with Robin. There was a moment during that dinner scene where it seemed as if Kiana may not have wanted to be confrontational with Robin. And then Crystal says, be honest, Kiana, be honest, which to me meant don't hold back. If you want to let her have it, let her have it. So don't sit up here fucking now and act like you were moving in love. You're a liar. You're a liar. You are not acting in love. You have some type of underlying issue with Robin. And I believe you've always had an underlying issue with Robin. I'm not sure exactly what that's about. I'm just saying. I don't know what it's about, but you have an underlying issue with her, Crystal, which is why you were so happy to set her up to be humiliated in front of those people. That's what you were trying to do. And you can't sit here in my face and tell me that you weren't, because I won't believe you. Because I watched you in the confessionals setting up every fucking thing you said about Robin to apologize for her. Their reunion reminded me a lot of Salt Lake City reunion. Okay, it reminded me of the moment that Jen told Lisa, stop apologizing for being my friend. Okay, Heather, stop apologizing for being my friend. Fucking disclaimers about being my friend. I love Jen during that past reunion. We're going to talk about it tomorrow, girl. But I loved her for that. Because the truth of the matter is, that's exactly what Crystal was doing to Robin in the confessionals the entire season, because she already had it in her mind that everybody was going to dislike Robin. Everybody was going to see Robin as the villain, as the violent, aggressive one. They were going to see her in that way, right, Crystal? And that bottom of the barrel way that you see Robin, because you come from a rich Black family and Robin comes from being a 16-year-old single mother. You felt like you were better than her. And you thought that when you came on this show, everybody was going to see the same thing, which is why you were constantly giving disclaimers for Robin and your friendship with her throughout the show. And then it didn't work out like that, but you're going to hold true to it because you're not a person that can be held accountable. We saw that in your interaction with Tiffany. When Tiffany tried to hold you accountable for trying to steal Kira from her and you decided to disengage from the conversation. Back to this t-shirt thing. They asked her about the not easily triggered t-shirt she made. And she says that it was off color. I said, that's a real cute way of saying that you were completely insensitive to your friend's mental health issues. And to say that you weren't made aware of it beforehand, I'm going to give Crystal the space to lie, because I feel like it's a lie. I'm sorry, y'all. I think Crystal absolutely knew, because Crystal said in a confessional that she had been made aware. And she said, what were her exact words? Robin and I don't tell each other everything, but I know. And I know better than Tiffany what she's been going through. Like, that was basically what you were saying over and over again throughout the season, that you knew more about what was going on with Robin because you were her best friend, remember? And now you're going to sit up here and tell me that over the course of y'all's how many plus years relationship, you haven't been friends with her long enough to recognize that she's had depression issues over the years? That doesn't even make any fucking sense when you think about it in a grand scheme of things. Even if you thought she meant chronic depression, even if you thought she meant I'm only depressed sometimes and not all the time, you still were made aware that your friend was going through something, and then thereafter, after setting her up to get into it with other women and not giving her the heads up, you then proceeded to make t-shirts making fun of the fact that she is easily triggered and you aren't. But you want me to believe that you were coming from a place of love with the way you were dealing with Robin throughout the season? Girl, okay. Girl, okay, but I'm too smart for that. Thank you though. That was a nice try. But for me, it's a no. I told you, Crystal, you're glass. Okay? Um, she said she doesn't know how she considered Robin her best friend. All these little like slugs that she throwing Robin's way, she's trying to gaslight Robin. Like all of these little comments, I'm not interested in mending the relationship now. And I don't know why I ever considered her, a best friend. And, with real friendships, and I'm talking about Kiana, all of that was trying to pull the ignorant Robin out. Trust and believe Crystal was doing that shit intentionally. Okay? Just like the t-shirt thing was intentional and not just off color as you described it. Just like the dinner setup was intentional, not just a mistaken and you were unaware, even though we saw you on camera being made aware. Girl, okay. Robin says that she has a lot of women friends because Tanika then asked Robin, does she, have a lot of female friends? And she says, yes, I have a lot of female friends. I just don't have a lot of female friends in their 30s. A lot of my female friends are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s and have lived through things and have been mothers and have been wives and have had lives that these women haven't even, imagined yet, have not even gotten to that portion of their lives yet. Okay? And this is when we decide to get into, oh, we're mom shaming. You're mom shaming. Let me tell y'all something. The only time people are mom shaming you is when they make you feel bad by like, oh, y'all ain't got no kids yet? What's wrong with y'all? That's mom shaming. Somebody talking about themselves being a mother or their experience being a mother, or people who don't have kids not understanding what it is like exactly. That is all facts. You getting upset about facts is your own fucking problem. Okay? Like, that's ridiculous to me that people are actually acting like somebody mom shamed them because they're talking about how you don't understand something because you don't have a child. Well, sometimes you don't. Sometimes we absolutely do understand. Sometimes you remember being a kid, right is right, wrong is wrong. I don't have to have pushed a child out of my vagina to know that how you're handling your kid is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the fear that Tiffany talked about, missing a phone call, so being so scared that something might have happened to her son. No, I don't know what it's like to have a child like a heart outside of my body walking around and I'm constantly in fear that something might happen to them. No, I don't live my life like that because I don't have a kid. So no, I can't possibly understand that to the fullest extent. And at the end of the day, anybody that doesn't get that, either you are going through your own shit or you're purposefully trying not to get it so that you can be a victim. And that is what Crystal is doing. Kira says that Tanika says, you know what? I'm a peacemaker of sorts. Robin says, you are not a peacemaker. Stop trying to act holier than thou. I said, thank you, Robin. Thank you. Because I'm sorry, that needed to be said. She said, you are evil and easily manipulated by the women that you are friends with. I don't know about evil because I feel like that's tough, but I will say that she has a nasty attitude and a really weird spirit about her. Kira has the spirit of somebody that needs to release some deep inner insecurity or childhood trauma. Like she needs to let something go. And once she lets it go, I think she can, be a nicer version of her pretty bitchy self. But up until, then it just all comes off as fakeness to me at the end of the day. But I don't know if I would call her evil. Kira says that she never age shamed Robin. Yeah, you did. When you started off that cute little statement about how older agents feel about the younger agents. Girl, give me a motherfucking break. You are absolutely age shaming Robin. Okay. Um, Tanika says that she, hears both sides. Robin is like, I don't understand how. And honestly, it's because I feel like Robin knows that in that moment when Kira said that shit, she was trying to throw a slug Robin's way. And honestly, watching that scene back several times, Kira, you were absolutely age shaming her and throwing a slug her way. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, like get the fuck out of here. Oh, I see y'all in the comments disagreeing with me, girl. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can see it however y'all want to see it. I'll be real about Robin not being in control of her emotions and needing to calm the fuck down. Okay, but at the end of the day, girl, Kira absolutely came for her motherfucking neck over Instagram. She age shamed her. Whatever she got after that is on her. Robin says you are not a peacemaker. Wait, hold on. I read that part. Kira, okay, yeah. Tanika says she hears both sides, and I felt like Tanika was on bullshit. There's not both sides. You were making a statement about the way older agents are jealous of younger agents. That's what you were basically saying. Get the fuck out of my face with this shit. Okay? I agreed with Robin in that moment about what she meant. Like, stop it. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing in my face. And that's that on that. Kira says that Robin asked how many dicks did she have to suck to get where she is. And I just feel like Robin, they should have put that shit in. They should have put that in. I know y'all were trying to keep it clean because we're on own, but fuck all that. If she came at that little girl like that, then yeah, put it in there so we can have a clearer picture of what the argument really looked like. Even though y'all were ganging up on her, and you're not going to change my opinion about the way Kira came off during that scene, okay? To me, you came at her sideways and you got what the fuck you got. Okay? And then Kira goes on to say that she wasn't being childish. She was postured. And I love the way Robin said, were you postured or were you poised? Girl, that shit was too funny. She says Robin had a nervous breakdown on Instagram when the show aired, and she reached out to her and she was praying for her. And her faith is very important to her. And let me tell y'all something. Even if I felt like Kira reaching out to Robin was genuine or sincere, you using that as a way to grandstand takes all of the air out of it for me. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Y'all, here's what's happening here. Robin is being irate because people are sitting there calmly playing in her face. And she needs to get better control of herself because she's doing entirely too much. Let them say what they have to say and then say what you have to say. But all of that getting up and walking off and screaming and howling and all of that, yeah, no. Robin definitely needs to learn how to center her shit. Absolutely needs to learn how to center her shit in the moment. But at the end of the day, we're not about to act like she didn't have a reason for why she was agitated, because they're absolutely playing in her face. They're playing in her face. Talking about she had a nervous breakdown on Instagram. So we're going to act like Kira wasn't throwing a slug by mentioning that over and over again. You're trying to poke at her mental health by saying she had a nervous breakdown on Instagram, which is why she got so upset about it. I'm sorry, y'all. I get that her reaction was too much, but I'm not going to act like I don't hear and see these passive aggressive comments that are meant to hurt Robin, but because they're being said in a very calm and postured way, it's being skewed as if Robin is just completely flipping the fuck out for no reason. And that's not what's happening here to me. To my eyesight, I am seeing these moments. Okay. All right. Okay, so she says Robin had a nervous breakdown on Instagram when the show aired. And to be clear, Robin, you probably had a nervous breakdown on Instagram when the show aired. You said during the interview with us that you were having a nervous breakdown when the shit happened because you were scared that it was going to ruin your career and your life. And you had a deep moment of anxiety and panic after, shit was about to come out. And she reached out to you to check up on you. You feeling like it wasn't real because it was on Instagram is bullshit. It's bullshit. I feel like Kira probably genuinely in that moment thought, let me just, let her know that I care. I do think that Kira meant it in I just wanted to check in and see if you were okay. But in that moment, what Kira was saying and the way she was saying it was all fucking shade. It was all shade. Even if she did not mean it as shade when she reached out to Robin initially. I do believe when she reached out to her because of what was going on social media, I do think it was genuine, which is why Tiffany said what she said when Robin got up and walked off the stage. Now, Tanika, hold up. Another thing. Robin, Tiana is such a sweet and good person. And so is Tiffany because they give you the space to act an ass because they in some way understand your assery in the moment. But when you popped on Tiana like that, don't touch me, when she was just trying to get you to calm down, even though I understand the feeling of don't be telling me to calm down, I got myself, you still were out of control and they were on your side. And I'm glad that you came back out and apologized to Tiana for that because that was out of order, unnecessary, because she was just trying to have your back. And they both recognized, Tiffany and Tiana and Crystal and fucking Kira and Tanika, everybody recognizes that you being so upset and out of control in this moment is the reason why people are going to say she's disgusting. She's out of control. Robin is ridiculous. Like all of the negative things people are saying about you are because in the moment when you are upset, you don't care about anything else but you being upset. And that shit is toxic as fuck. And you need to get that together. You absolutely wrap it up, gather it, and get it together. Because at the end of the day, like you said, you've been through a lot. You're a 50-year-old woman, as you said, okay? And I believe it will behoove you when people are on your ass for you to be able to take a deep breath and handle them without overly getting aggressive, jumping up, jumping out your seat, constantly interrupting, screaming. Just chill and wait for the moment to get it off your chest, okay? Let me tell y'all something. Meredith on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is how you handle these bitches. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. But see, Meredith on Salt Lake City, if y'all did not watch the second part of the reunion, bitch, Meredith impeccably. And when I say impeccable, I need for y'all to understand what I see happening. There are a couple of things happening in a moment on reunion shows like this. A person is getting a person together that they have an issue with, but they are also endearing themselves to the public while they're doing it. That's a very hard thing to do because you're going to do what Robin does, which is, bitch, you coming at me and you lying and you playing in my face, so I'm coming at your fucking neck. But then what that does is makes the viewing public think your ass is crazy and out of control. So you have to, in essence, kind of Meredith the situation and let them get it off their chest. And then when they're done, you line it up and knock their ass down. Okay? You present the information and knock their ass down very calmly. And then you get emotional in a vulnerable way and not an angry way. You get emotional in a vulnerable way, not an angry way. Okay? Because then you can get the emotion out, but then you can also continue to endear yourself to the viewing public. Okay? Everybody needs to remember that in reality TV, there are two things going on at the same time. Okay? In one moment, you have the actual confrontation between the two people that's taking place. But then you have how the viewing public is viewing them for the way they're fighting with each other. Okay? So in this moment, Robin needed to collect herself so that she could make her argument better heard and understood. And I also feel like it's not 100% her fault because she already told y'all she has issues. She's already said it. And I really do believe that Crystal and Kira and Host were doing things and saying things throughout the reunion show to antagonize Robin. Specifically, Crystal and Kira, I feel like y'all did things to antagonize her so that y'all could get this response out of her. So that y'all can sit there and be poised and calm and everything is fine. And look at her acting crazy as I just sit here looking cute. That's what they did to you. And you let them. And that's sad. But you know, Tyra Banks said, bitch, learn from this. Okay? Because I'm still rooting for you. Okay? I am still rooting for Ladies Who List Atlanta to come back. Okay? I would even like for the same cast and maybe one or two new people. Okay? And you know, if some of y'all don't want to come back and leave and they add some other people, I'm open to that too, because I think if it is better produced, the show has it's good bones. I like successful Black women, single, married, children, no children, being successful in their business ventures, dressing to the nines, okay? Checking people, getting them together, and then continuing to press on and be fabulous. I love to see it. That's what I'm here for. Okay? But yes, Crystal is a professional gaslighter. Yes, she is. Okay? So I want to give everybody the full. It's not just one person that's fucked up in this scenario. Tanika saying to Robin for her to remember her yoga and take her deep breaths, and then Robin feeling like it was patronizing. I would not have felt that way if I had not seen those other moments where you were trying to endear everyone to Crystal and not holding her accountable. And this is when I have to point back to Salt Lake City. Shout out to fucking Andy. Andy did not disappoint me on Salt Lake City Part 2. You disappointed me on Part 1. On Part 2, when it came to holding Lisa's ass accountable, no matter how she fake cried and tried to lie and finagle her way out of it, he kept taking it back because we're going to hold your ass accountable whether you like it or not. Tanika, on the other hand, I feel like was watching the show and felt like Crystal was giving a bad shake. It was vehemently trying to endear her to the public. And this is when I'm going to point out, listen, we're going to get into how much Tiana won the reunion. If anybody can win the reunion, bitch, Tiana won the reunion with Tiffany giving, runner up. Okay. So Tiffany explains that she has to see Kira's side. Y'all know when Robin went backstage and she's losing her shit and screaming and hollering, and Tiffany goes back there to talk to her and try to calm her down. And Robin eventually calms down and comes back and apologizes to Tiana. Told y'all that. They discussed Crystal not realizing that Robin was still depressed. She didn't realize it was an ongoing everyday issue. I already told y'all, I think that's cat. Okay? Cat. Tiffany and Robin at some point tried to interrupt by saying, like, how could you feel like that if somebody tells you that they go through depression, or if you've been friends with somebody for a number of years and they've had a few, moments. And I feel like anybody that's friends with Robin should be able to understand Robin a little. Like, I've had a conversation with Robin enough to recognize after we had that live with her, and I've had conversations with her, I absolutely would not think that shitting on her feelings and making fun of her mental health issues was what I should do if I was her very close friend. If Robin was my friend, and I know the type of person she is, and I enjoy her when I enjoy her, but I know she be on her shit sometimes, I am not going to purposefully try to hurt her because she's my friend. And I know how she is. So when I purposefully go after her, make t-shirts that talk about not easily triggered, when I say that I don't know anything about what she goes through, even though I said I'm her sister and I know her life, and that's why nobody should be telling me I was wrong for how I handled her, because I know her life and I know her better than you. What? That's not how you should have handled Robin. Point blank, period, Crystal. You handled your friend fucked up, and you refuse to take accountability for that at all. And this was another example of that. We had 1 2.5 hour interview with Robin, y'all. And I can tell you that I did not need further conversation for me to know that Robin is someone that struggles with controlling how strong her emotions can be in moments of stress, and how deep she can jump off the deep end when things make her feel scared. And because I am somebody that also struggles with depression and anxiety, and because I'm a fucking adult grown Black woman, you don't purposefully press your people's buttons if you really care about them. And you was purposefully pressing that girl's buttons, almost like you jealous of her. And even though you in some way view her less than you, you still are jealous and insecure. And so you do little things to make her look bad so that it can make you feel better. I think that's what Crystal does to Robin. Okay. So Tiffany and Robin at some point tried to check Crystal about her and saying that she didn't realize that Robin was dealing with ongoing depression. Crystal then goes on a diatribe about, not, mind you, we're talking about you not having any sensitivity to your sister, your best friend's mental health issues, right? That's what we're talking about. Crystal starts talking about how her dad bought Apple before it was Apple, and her grandmother won a federal lawsuit for discrimination, okay? She's a beast, all right? She has beast blood running through her veins. And I'm like, so a moment where we're talking about your friend's mental health and how you were insensitive to that, you think that's the moment for you to bolster people's impressions of you by letting them know that your family has money? I mean, I don't even know what to say to y'all if y'all don't realize the problem in that. This is not the time for that conversation. So when Tanika turns around and says, oh, let's clap because she has beast in her blood, I'm like, well, bitch, I have no hoe in mind. Okay, shout out to Zeke. Shout out to Freaky Zeke. Ain't no hoe in my blood. Ain't no hoe in my blood. Okay, listen. If we want to talk about what's in somebody's blood, that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. And Tanika, what were you on? Like, I'm just trying to understand in that moment, why did you feel like applauding was what needed to happen in that moment when she is supposed to be responding to what the initial conversation is? And I'm going to bring it back because I want y'all to see how many times she's deflected. Why were you so insensitive to your friend's mental health issues? My family's great. That's why. My family's great. Let's clap. The fuck? I love the fact that Tiana was like, no, okay? Because being a beast is not always a good thing, okay? It means you don't give a fuck about the way you treat people that you claim are your friends. Part of the problem. It can be negative too. I said, thank you, Tiana. And Crystal says, oh, I'm so glad you chimed in, Tiana. She was like, I'm glad you're glad. Do you see what I mean? Okay. So then they get to Crystal poaching Kira, and Tiffany asked if she asked for her business before the show. Before, okay? Because Tiffany was like, I was doing business with Kira when she was only selling houses for $150,000, okay? Okay, listen. Even though that is no small feat either way, child. They do not be wanting to give you money, you know, for the banks and all that, child. But whatever. Anyway, Kira says in her defense, they did talk a lot about personal things. I said, Kira, you're trying to defend Crystal because you've picked the side of the fence to be on, and it's the Kiana side. So that's also the Crystal side. But at the end of the day, my girl, you know good and goddamn well that Crystal was on snake shit when she was trying to poach you from Tiffany, which is why you didn't want to do business with her. You're going to keep it cute, and you're not going to throw her under the bus. But I feel like in that moment, Kira absolutely probably felt like Crystal was being a snake. And that's why she's going to continue to do business with Tiffany, because she at least knows that Tiffany is genuine. And she's not going to have to look over her shoulder with Tiffany. Whereas with Crystal, at some point or another, she's going to make you have to look over your shoulder to check and see if there's a fucking knife back there. Okay? Or if it ain't broke, don't fix it, which is what Kira said. Okay? But I see you, Kira girl. I got it. Tanika wants them to just move on because, you know, everybody's just going back and forth. And Kira talks about how, you know, the type of person I am, I cut my commission so my clients can get a break on their closing costs. And I'm like, hey, my girl, this is another Kiana moment where you are, you know, humbly bragging on yourself. And it's annoying, kind of, because I feel like you've been doing that consistently throughout the whole show. And the thing about reality TV is we don't want to hear you tell us about who you are. We want you to show us. And what you have shown us has been opposite of what you are saying. But what I do want to say is that I do believe that she treats her clients well because she does good. We saw her selling. We saw her doing good business. Even though I felt like when she was showing B Simone around a couple of them apartments, she didn't seem to know the specs. Like I feel like Tiana be knowing her specs when she pull her clients up to the place. But I'm like, let it go. She's still young. Okay. But either way, I do feel like Kira probably goes above and beyond for her clients. And this is a commercial for her business. So at the end of the day, girl, let them know what you do. Okay. Let them know where they can find you and let them know what you're willing to do for your clients. Okay. I ain't mad at it. So they get into the motherhood conversation, and Tiana talks about how hard her life was early on. So she sees motherhood as a blessing. And Crystal, while, listen, y'all, while Tiana is saying all of this, Crystal starts crying. I said, look at her trying to steal this moment from Tiana. I said, look at her. I said, babe, look at her. She's crying so that she can steal the moment from her. So then she does. She steals the moment. And so Crystal starts to cry, it's just not always easy to conceive. And, it's just so hard when you hear people talk about it because, you don't know what people are going through. They were real tears. I'm not going to fuck over her like that. But at the same time, y'all, like, nobody understands that more than me. I'm not about to get all into my business because this ain't the time for that. But nobody knows that more than me. But at the same time, what the fuck that got to do with Tiana talking about how being a mother has been a blessing in her life? That has nothing to do with you, Crystal. But let's keep going. Tiana walks over to Crystal. She says, okay, and then she kneels down in front of her. And this is what I loved about that. Two things. First of all, she looked amazing. She comes down and sits in front of her. This is another moment where I'm coming to you and I'm asking you, okay, so what do you want me to do? Do you want me to not share that part of my life with you? And it was the placement of being below her. So she's giving Crystal what she wants in a moment, but it's endearing her to everybody watching. It's endearing her to everybody watching. And the other thing that's happening is now Crystal can't steal this moment because Crystal's frame has Tiana's head in it. So even though Crystal is crying and having this moment where she thinks she's stealing the moment from Tiana, Tiana going over to her like a grown-ass woman, like she's handling a child and showing her compassion, but still sitting in her camera shot. Bitch, when I tell you, I said masterful, masterful, masterful. Because I see the things happening at the same time. Crystal, you tried to take that moment. And she talked about having a miscarriage, and I'm sorry that happened. And I really hope that going forward, whenever you and the man that you're with are ready to have children, that God blesses you with the beautiful chocolate children that I feel like you should have. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, just because you're, you don't hold yourself accountable and you're a low-key shitty person, that doesn't mean you won't be a good mother. So I just really hope that whatever you want for yourself, God blesses you with it. Okay. But in this moment, I felt like you were on complete and utter bullshit. I felt like you thought that you were going to do what Kiana did, which is use some type of, motherhood sad story. No disrespect. But you were going to use a moment like that so that you can get everybody off your back. And now everybody's feeling sorry for you. And now all of a sudden we changed the situation. You know what I'm saying? We changed the narrative. This has all been about how fucked up you are. You haven't been accountable or admitted to anything this entire time we've been up here. And now you're crying about a miscarriage so that you can take a moment away from Tiana. And Tiana takes the moment back and makes herself look even better, all at the same time. And then Tiffany follows up behind it and says, listen, I understand, but if you were open, she was like, throughout the entire season, I never saw this side of you. If you had been open with me about this, then I would have been able to share with you that happened to me too. And that I lost children before I was able to have my 3 children, and you could have that too. And y'all, when she did that, another moment where, bitch, I'm holding you accountable because you still on bullshit. But at the end of the day, I'm showing you compassion while simultaneously endearing the view in public to me and taking the moment that you thought you were about to fix this shit with and letting you know that still this vulnerability that you're showing right now, which seems like manipulation, would have been better had you shared it with the women when y'all were all together, Kiana, since we know that Crystal is doing this for Kiana. Kiana, you were given a moment to be honest about your feelings with the women, but you took a real mean girl high school approach with them and decide, no, my feelings not hurt. I don't feel no way. I don't feel no way. That's real immature, Kiana. As great as you are, my girl, that is the emotional intelligence. You said you're big on emotional intelligence. That's a lie. Because anybody that's big on emotional intelligence knows that the best way to handle most of these situations is to be 100% honest about how you're feeling in a moment. Meaning, instead of going straight to anger and I don't give a fuck, it needs to be, I am so hurt right now, y'all. Like, I know this is not y'all issue, but I'm sorry. Like, that is hurting me because right now I'm trying to get pregnant and it is not happening like that. And this is just making me feel real bad. And if she would have said that, that conversation would have went completely different. Those women would have been able to support you. And then you probably would have made Robin look harsher than she looked. But because you wanted to fight, you wanted to tussle. Okay? You wanted to tussle. And now you come out looking like the bad guy. This is how people have got to learn. The thing about reality TV, you got to think about it like a white woman. Use your tears. But use them in a real way. Don't use them like your girl Crystal over here, okay? Because that was manipulation. And it didn't work. Because Tiffany brought it back and reminded you that you still don't understand. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what it feels like for me to be scared that my son is dead on the ground somewhere in our house and I'm not home. I'm at work. You don't know how that feels, Crystal. Because her son wasn't answering the phone. She completely lost her shit. You will never know how that feels until you have a child and you calling and they're not answering the phone. Child, listen, I may not understand how it feels like that, but I understand what it's like for your mama to call you 50, 11 fucking times in 5 minutes. I was just in the bathroom. God damn, I can't take a shit without my phone because my mama might call, and then if she don't reach me, she gonna call Lyric, and then she gonna call the house phone, and then she gonna call somebody to come ride by and make sure I'm all right. Okay? Sean, let me go ahead and give you the attention. You say it's not mom shaming, but Robin constantly brings up in front of people that they don't have kids. I don't think so, Sean. I think she brings it up in moments where we're talking about how a person doesn't have the perspective that they as mothers may have. Okay. And at the end of the day, you not having kids is not shaming. You don't have kids, so you don't have the perspective. That's a fact. It's not a shaming mechanism. If you feel bad, go to church. Now, somebody telling you, oh, don't tell me how to handle my kid because you don't have kids. Ma'am, I used to be a kid, so I know you're handling your kid wrong. You can't hurt my feelings with that shit. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. I want to have children. It's not happening as quickly as I would like. Okay? But guess what? All my family having babies all left and right and everything, and all I can do is smile when I look at them. Yeah, it may make me feel a little bit like a little twinge of pain on the inside, but at the end of the day, I'm still happy to see their babies. I'm still happy to see their babies, and I'm happy that it's happening for them. I'm also happy that, listen, there are no little motherfuckers in my house interrupting me right now, screaming and hollering, putting their little dirty fingers all over my nice gray walls, or touching my white furniture and making it dirty and shit. Bitch, I am grateful. At the end of the day, whenever it happens, I feel like I will be so happy and so blessed and loved and, want to eat my child's face because they'll probably look like me and Lyric, okay? But at the end of the day, my girl, y'all can have that. Right now, y'all can have that. Y'all can have that. That's all right. It ain't no shame. I have not experienced that yet. Ain't no shame in that. You know what you should have a problem with? When you're at your job and they don't value your time because you don't have children. That's when you can go and be mad about that. But when somebody is having a conversation with another mother and they're saying, yeah, you know, some of them don't understand because they don't have a child. Bitch, what you getting upset for? That's the waste of your energy. That's a waste of your energy getting mad at shit. That's a fact. I'm sorry. Get out your feelings. Who you telling? Getting up whenever the fuck I feel like getting up? As much as I want one, as badly as I can't wait to see a little child with lyrics lips. Little fat little baby with lyrics lips. Can't wait. Okay? I enjoy the quiet. I enjoy not having to worry about anything other than what the fuck I gotta do today. Okay? And not another little person and what they gonna eat and how I'm gonna send them to a fucked up school in this area. Child, y'all can have that shit. Thank you, Jamie Carter, for the super chat. Also, neither Q or Crystal shared that they want children, have fertility issues. It's no shame, and it's just talking around folks without kids. Exactly. And like I said, if at any moment Crystal or Kiana had been vulnerable with those women and expressed how they felt, then they would have got a different response. But you don't want to be real. You don't want to be real. And if you were real and said, y'all hurting my feelings right now because I'm going through it, then they would have corrected. But you wanted to be, nah, my feelings ain't hurt. My feelings ain't hurt. Okay. Well, what the fuck? Child, y'all can be sitting out here being mad about what you don't have and all of that. I'm not one of them, baby. Let me tell you something. And another thing, if I physically can't have them, watch we go try to adopt somebody fucking child. Watch we go try to adopt somebody child. Okay? You just got to deal with what you got to deal with, bro. Like, at the end of the day. But somebody else's life is not an assault on yours. So stop it. Okay? It's the same thing with y'all following rich people on Instagram and then getting mad when they show y'all they rich people shit. Go follow other poor people if you want to be mad that niggas got money. The fuck you following Cardi B for in her comments talking about why you gotta be posting all of these bags and shit? Bitch, I'm rich. What are we talking about? What the fuck be wrong with y'all thinking that people's lives, they supposed to alter the way they talk about their own life, their own experience, because it's gonna hurt your feelings? Get your fragile ass the fuck on away from me. Or be honest about your feelings with people. Just be honest about how you feeling. That's all they had to do, y'all. That's all they had to do was just be honest about how they was feeling. If Kiana would have said that she was hurt, I really do feel like the women would have rallied around her and it probably would have made Robin look bad. Like you just, but you can't sit up there and act all hard and shit and then act like people supposed to have reverence for feelings that they don't even know that you have. Come on, y'all. Child, with my Eve and Jane that having babies when they old. It's not just them. I know many regular schmegular women that have babies 37, 38, 39, 40 years old. I'm quite sure Crystal and Robin had a conversation about how Crystal feels about kids. When did Robin say anything to Crystal about Crystal having kids? When did that happen? When did that happen? The only person that had an issue with what was being said about the kid situation to Robin was Kiana. Crystal never expressed that she had an issue with anything Robin said about being a mother until this moment at the reunion show. Never said it prior. Like, a person can know you want to have a kid and still feel like you don't understand. You don't have kids. Deal with it. Like, if Crystal can ignore Robin's mental health issues after knowing about them, then I can still say you don't understand what it's like to be a mother because you're not a mother. Like, even though I know that you want to be one. If that's the case. You keep saying off camera. I'm not dealing with what happened off camera. You can make shit up based off of, what you think as long as you I am dealing with what we've been seeing, love. Okay? Uh Child, let me tell you something. Crystal don't want no kids right now. Crystal does not want kids right now. Like say what you will, but I absolutely felt like that moment that Crystal was having on stage about a miscarriage, I think she reached in for some real tears because I think that probably really did hurt her. But I ultimately feel like you used it to manipulate the moment. And I like the fact that Tiana handled you exactly the way you should have been handled. And Tiffany for the follow up. Okay? So, I said with a I said. Let's move on. But before we do, babe, you gotta be stretching. You gotta stretch. You gotta do cat cow, babe, so you could do that. You gotta do that Bobby Schmurda dick pop. Money. I'm sorry, y'all. Lyric and I in here dick popping like Bobby Schmurda in his new video. Okay. Nigga say. I'm just seeing them comments. Oh my God. Yo. I see y'all. I love y'all. I feel y'all. But I'm telling y'all, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I'm not. I could be, but I'm not. I could be wrong. But I don't think so. Because it's a jungle out there. Stupid ass. Oh my God. Hey, listen, hun. I love the debate in the comments. I love the debate in the comments. Y'all be getting mad at me. I don't be mad at y'all. Cause I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. I know what I saw. All right. Let's say somebody said I'm 41. I had my first daughter at 37. And the last at 39. You better tell them. You better tell them. You better let them know, okay? What's meant for you is what's meant for you at the end of the day. And that's what's most important, okay? That is what's most important. Y'all know what I'm feeling blessed about? Just being fucking healthy, okay? Okay? All right. All right? Being able to hunch, okay? Like, do you know how many people can't even hunch? Y'all sitting up here talking about where I can have kids. Bitch, can you hunch, though? Oh my God. Thank you so much, the question for the super sticker. I'm sorry. I was still laughing because y'all missed Lyric in the background popping like Bobby Schmurda a second ago in his fucking shorts. Anyway, y'all, let's get into Ready to Love. Health is wealth. Yes. Right. 50 years old, but God's time is not our time. I know that's right. Bondi, for the most part, you're spot on when it comes to people's intentions despite what they try to portray. Look, the Lord be blessing me. Y'all don't know. The Lord be giving me the eye. Okay, right up here. Now I have to go watch Monk. That's all I've been watching, y'all. Look, I don't be feeling like paying attention to nothing. And they be like, I don't feel like watching none of these shows. Put on Monk. It's a jungle out there. All right, y'all. We about to get into Ready to Love. All right, y'all. Y'all ready? We about to get into it because we're ready. We're ready to fuck, to fuck, to fuck, to fuck, to fuck, 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 fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a good weekend. Anyway, it's called Discernment. Okay, right up and through here, right up and through here. Okay, with stank on it. Okay, people are calling Demetrius. I know. I think it's either Niecy or Jamie that calls that calls Demetrius fucking that evil evil twin. That shit is hilarious. Monk is my ish. I love Monk. I love all the shows like that. Monk, The Mentalist, Psych. Like y'all, any show that's gonna give you a mystery every episode, but then one that happens, throughout the seasons as well. Long form, yes. Okay, I am here for all of the mystery shows. Okay, I know I saw that Hollywood gonna be one of the dates. Larry said the nigga didn't got him a toupee. I was dying laughing. Okay, dying laughing. Okay. Tori wants to cause kidney transplants. Y'all, Tori and his lazy eye gonna make me go off on him. Okay, I was trying to get a nigga the benefit of the doubt because I thought he was fun and I thought he was funny and I thought a lot of the guys, he just seemed to have really good conversation with a lot of the women at first. I don't know if y'all remember those first like few episodes. Tori was having really good conversations and not, in a fake way. Now we come to this episode, and Tori and his lazy eye are talking about damaging all of the women's kidneys. And this is what I want to say to the men who feel like that. I'm tired of y'all. This is what us women need for y'all to understand. Big dicks are for looking. They're for looking, not for fucking all the time. Y'all are like vacations. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you get yourself all good and ready. You have it. You know what I'm saying? It's a great time. And then you're good and you're ready to go home. And then you want to just soak and you want to be left the fuck alone because your insides are sore. Okay? So at the end of the day, no, no. We want y'all to be good at sex. Okay? And good at sex does not mean damaging my major organs. Okay? Don't damage my kidney, nigga. If you're really trying to let me know, listen, I have a lazy eye, so we're not gonna do that. But I at first I was gonna ignore it because I don't like when people bring attention to my shit. Because what y'all not about to act like is act like a bitch ain't pretty either way. Okay. Fuck you. Ain't nobody face exactly symmetrical. But that nigga's eye is lazy. And I wasn't gonna say nothing, but then a nigga out here talking about how he wants to shift niggas' kidneys. And this is what I have a problem with because I feel like as grown men, y'all need to learn that you need to let me know that you can pleasure me. You need to let me know that I'm gonna be coming all over the place, and like you need to let me know this sex is gonna feel good. I want sex that feel good. I don't want sex that hurts. So I'm, mostly just, getting my feels from the smacking of it all. Because, a lot of the girls love to get digged out now. They love them a good long dickage, okay? But I personally feel like if I don't have an orgasm with your dickage, then your dickage doesn't matter. If I don't have an orgasm because of your dick, the size of it's for naught. It means nothing. It's waste. It's just a big dick. If my forearm doesn't work, it's just a forearm, just laying there. Okay? So I just kind of feel like, calm down. Okay? You're like 30 something, almost in your 40s, 40 something year old man, Tori. Do us a favor. Stop leading with how big your dick is. It's not cute. You want to let a woman know you're good in bed? Just give her good energy. Give her sexual energy. Be intent. You know what I'm saying? If she allows you to touch her, touch her. Be affectionate. You know what I'm saying? And let her know that you're on that type of time with her. But you need to let her know anything about your dick game, good or bad, beforehand. I had a dude one time used to tell me all the time his dick was really small. And I was like, I don't know what you thought that was going to make me want to do, but it didn't make me more interested. And then dudes who have really big dicks, and then y'all pull them out, and it's one of two things. Either you lied, or it's really big and you don't know what to do with it. And you're just gonna lay there like a pillow princess on your back and expect me, you know what I'm saying, to exert all of my knees. Like, no, my Megan knees are for dancing, not for hopping up and down on your meat. Like, no, nigga, you stand up. What are we doing here? I'm sorry, y'all. That's just me. I know a lot of the girls are riders. I know a lot of y'all get y'all life from riding, but oh no, bitch. Okay, oh no, bitch. I do my best work when I can focus on my vagina muscles and not my knees. Okay, the fuck. Anyway, Clifton absolutely gives. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I don't need to tell you about it. Clifton's beard and lips let me know he probably eats pussy well too. This is later in the day, so this is about to get a little bit more X-rated, okay? Because this is ready to fuck. All right. All right. Clifton is definitely giving he know what to do. Laverne is giving. See, the thing about Laverne is sometimes he gives little dick energy, but then other times he gives crazy nigga, and it can go either way. Demetrius. Demetrius is giving big dick. Demetrius is giving big dick. Do you know why? Because he doesn't do anything. He doesn't try. He doesn't give forth effort with anybody. And that usually means that a guy, when guys don't give effort like that with women, like if they don't actively, if they're not seeking women out and trying to get, it's because they know that once those women find out, they're not going to tell them. They're not going to say anything. But once the bitches find out, they're hooked. That's what Demetrius is giving me. Demetrius is giving me, my dick is down to my knees. I don't have to try that hard. I mean, I'm just telling y'all. Usually dudes that don't try hard is because they know. They know. Okay? Tori, you're giving us, you think you're doing a lot, but it's going to be lackluster, which is why you shouldn't big it up. Don't big it up. Don't say it's bad, but don't big it up. Just let it be what it is. Because the truth of the matter is, you guys, there are some men who do sex good with almost everyone they have sex with because usually they're hoes and that's all they do. Most people, a lot of the times, have to figure another person's body out because every vagina is not created the same. I know you may think it is, but they're not. Okay, all the vaginas don't have the same vagina print. Okay, all of them don't have the same carbon footprint, bitch. Okay, so at the end of the day, what worked for your last bitch may not work for the next one. So everybody acting like they, kidney shifting that, like, bitch, you just telling me that you just trying to hurt me. Like, I don't want you to hurt me, nigga. Ugh. And I don't want to talk about anybody else's dick. Donovan gives like regular, I know what I'm doing. He's giving, like an 8. He's giving an 8. Eric, I don't know what you're giving, but this episode, your energy was really weird to me. We're gonna get into that. Paul, dear. Paul is giving, it's probably impressive, and he probably knows what to do with it, but his energy is so weird. But Paul probably knows how to fuck. I'm just saying, just based off his goofy like energy. Niggas that be goofy that you probably wouldn't really want to fuck with usually are good in bed because that's the only way they keep bitches on a leash. That's why they have to try to get, because they don't really have anything else. So they can, they're literally like spiritual bums in a way. Okay, Paul gives spiritual bum. You know what I'm saying? He's looking good on the outside, but yeah, it's not really all that. So he has to catch you with something. Okay, and yeah, he's tall, and he's got a beard and all of that. But no, Paul is giving, Paul is giving, I know how to tear these, the pussy up if you allow me. If you allow me. And usually, yeah, see, you don't want to fuck him. Like, nobody wants to fuck him. But I think the girls that do probably have good reviews. Don't like him as a person, probably hate him thereafter. Probably does some real, impressive shit in bed. Like some real, like nasty shit. Like Paul gives me, I used to only have a job every now and again, and I was a hobosexual, so I'm good at fucking because there was always some girl that was gonna let me stay with her as long as I was tearing up her backside. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. Lavender. Who the fuck is Lavender? Paul looked like Tia and Samara's dad on Sister Sister. Really? You think so? Look, all I see is Robert Kelly. You getting specific, girl. Listen, did we not need specificity for these situations? Did we not need specificity? I'm just giving y'all what I felt. I'm just giving y'all what I felt. Eric and Carmen. They go on a date. He says he wanted to get he wanted to get to her, but other people were lingering. I didn't like this moment because it brought me back to that moment when they were in the kitchen and he was having that moment with Dakia, but Carmen came in and I was just kind of like, you seem like you were more interested in Dakia in that moment, but now you're trying to act like Dakia was all over you, lingering, and you really wanted to spend time with Carmen. You mean the woman that you've already fucked? Eric and Carmen have already fucked before they got on the show. Probably somebody that he runs into every now and again. You know what I'm saying? But you don't feel like you really want to be with her. Okay? So the fact that Carmen and Eric are even doing this right now, I'm looking at them like they're stupid. I'm looking at them like they're dumb or that they think we're dumb. I don't know. But either way, I feel like if y'all were going to work, if y'all were really feeling each other, then that would have happened away from this show. Why come to this show so that y'all can be the unofficial couple that nobody knew y'all were? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Carmen. Oh, I'm sorry. Eric then goes on to tell Carmen that he and Dakia went on a date and she leaned in and he obliged and he kissed her. And then Carmen says Dakia is desperate and Eric is hers if she wants him. Okay, she's the main course. Eric is talking about, Carmen is a beast in the game. And I'm like, so does that mean she swallows your dick and puts the balls in her mouth at the same time? Because that's what a beast in the game tells me. And her tit size match with the not wearing any earrings, match with my edges are a little rough, but my hair is silky. Yeah, you probably suck a mean one. I'm sorry, y'all. There are certain girls that they all kind of look and give the same energy. Carmen is one of those. She gonna let your titty fuck too. Like, she's one of those. Nasty bitch. Anyway, Carmen, you know what I don't like about you? You're constantly comparing yourself to the other women. And it seems, I don't know, pathetic. That sounds harsh, but that's how I see women that spend their time talking to another man, comparing themselves to other women who aren't in the room. Because them women is on your mind and you not on those women's minds. And honestly, those men may not even be thinking about those women, but here you are thinking about those women. Dakia thirsty. Dakia thirsty. Dakia. Dakia is the one that's thirsty. You letting Paul put pickles in your mouth, and Dakia is thirsty. You then went from Clifton, Paul, Eric, Donovan. She went on dates with them, but with all of them, she gives mad sexual energy, like she would give up the pussy. And we already think she's fucking Clifton. We already feel like that happened. So the fact that Carmen was calling Dakia desperate, I was like, girl, you're talking about yourself. Nothing about Dakia gives desperate. Nothing about Dakia gives desperate. Dakia is so, cute little business lady about her own shit, ain't worrying about nobody else. Like, I honestly really like Dakia. And I think that when she went on that date with Donovan, out of all of them, she was the cutest to me. She had her ponytail. She had really cute earrings. Her lip was giving. Her makeup was done beautifully. Like, she looked the best. He did not connect with her the most. He connected with Sabrina the most. But in the scene, Dakia was giving. Okay? Giving. All right? And Carmen, like, honestly, if you would just focus on yourself instead of focusing on other women, then the men would just come to you. Honestly, y'all, like, it's weird to me when I see older women doing things that I used to think to do as a teenager. Like, Carmen is doing teenage girl shit. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I never would compare myself to another woman like that. Never. That was never a part of my makeup. But I would very much lead with a certain type of energy if that's what my intention was. Okay, now listen, I'm no Carmen. You wasn't titty fucking me. But I am More so a joy. I would say I'm more so a joy. Y'all know how when joy be like she feeling somebody, and when she feel like flirting and joking, she flirting and joking. I'm more of a joy type girl. But I understand the mental, and the mental feels high school of Carmen. That's that on that. Okay. Her little date with Eric. Eric was giving me skis. Skis, skis, skis. And I did not like it. I did not like it at all, Eric. You turned me off where I thought you might have been good on this show. You come off like one of them niggas that's like the switch. Y'all know how we talk about how, they're always trying to blame women for the type of men that they end up with, but that there are some men that absolutely are psychos and completely switch from being one way to another way with the women that they are in like relationships with. Eric gives me those vibes. Laverne gives me those vibes. Somebody you can't count on to be exactly the same all the time. It was giving grimy. It was giving creep. I don't know, like something about the look in Eric's eyes. And I thought I saw that when he was in the kitchen with Carmen. But at first I thought I was reading it as like, you know what you're doing, girl. Get away from me with this. Seeing him in that scene talking about the Kia with that same eye roll, girl type shit, I just kind of was like, nigga, you giving creep. And I don't trust you at all. I don't trust you at all. I think you are not to be trusted. Okay. Tina and Demetrius went on a date too. Okay, so they go on a date and she says that he didn't speak to her. So she was surprised when he asked her out. They didn't speak the last time they were all at an event together. Okay. She wants to know if he's even interested. Like, are you even interested in anybody besides Sabrina? Because we all know that Demetrius is only really into Sabrina and he doesn't really show a lot of effort, and a lot of the women, kind of are drawn to him. So she wants to know, like, are you a player? Basically saying, are you a hoe or what? Like, because I'm trying to understand what this is even about. In the moment, I was like, okay, Tina, let me think about how I feel about this. I felt like I liked it because I felt like it was forthcoming. I feel like it's something I might have said. Like, if I am wondering about something off rip when I sit down, I'm going to get that out the way first. Like, y'all know how people like to, beat around the bush and, like they'll sit there and they'll kind of like make casual small talk and then try to eventually say, I just want to make. No, off rip before we even do anything. What's up with that? And I feel like that's what she did. So ultimately, I wasn't upset with her about that. And I also feel like that Tina probably recognized that Demetrius doesn't put forth a lot of effort with the women. So what are your motives? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't begrudge her that. She wants to know if he's even really interested. And Demetrius is kind of taken aback. He says that he is interested and he has, done the work on himself, and they were feeling each other after that. After that, he seemed to like the fact that she was forthcoming with him. I also feel like Demetrius is trying to find somebody outside of Sabrina in case Sabrina decides to go with Tori or Donovan for that matter, even though, that hasn't happened. But now it does. Donovan goes on a date with Sabrina, Dakia, and Carmen. Carmen likes competing, and she made sure to tell him that. And then there's, a whole bunch of sexual innuendo like she does in every date. Honestly, I feel like she's a male version of the niggas who copy paste, like Corey. You're copying and pasting your approach with almost all of these men that you go out on dates with. And I want you to stop. Sabrina and Donovan have a lot in common. We find out that both of them were previously married. Donovan has a kid. Sabrina wants to be with someone who already has children, because I feel like she doesn't want to have a lot of them. So she wants to just feel like the family is kind of, big without her having to do all of that, Carmen during her date was giving me nasty church lady vibes. If y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all know what I mean when I say nasty church lady vibes, there was always like a hyper sexual church lady who would still try to judge other people. It's very weird, but that's the vibe that Carmen gives. Very contradictory in itself, but here we are. Donovan has a cupcake brought to the table for Carmen's birthday because it was her birthday, so that was sweet. Sabrina is the one that he really connected with amongst those 3 dates. Clifton and Dakia go eat oysters, and they were flirting, and she let him feed her an oyster, which is better than feeding her a pickle because that's the aphrodisiac. That's some little cute shit. You suck it off the shelf. You know what I'm saying? Versus the pickle that you let him put down your throat, all dick pickle all in the throat. Anyway, so Paul and Joy go on a date as well, but it was just for clarity. They're just friends. And this is when Joy expresses that she is bored of this whole process and is ready to just go ahead and leave with Clifton out into the sunset. All right. Ace and Laverne go on a date. He brought her some lotion and roughly rubs it on her hands and stuff. And she's like, I like acts of affection. And Laverne feels like they can walk away together. And I'm just kind of like, okay, Laverne. I told y'all I feel like still something is amiss with his energy. And I am wondering what space Ace is working from. Ace, are you working from a genuine space, or are you working from you have now either fucked or formed some emotional bond with this man that you now feel the need to protect the way he comes off on this show? Because I personally feel like some of Ace's interactions with Laverne feel like I'm protecting him from the public type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Is it just me? I don't know. We're going to have to wait to see. But Laverne's energy, I feel like as time goes on, is starting to look even more prickly, more prickly, more prickly. And I'm wondering, what's happening here, because it's a lot. So Precious and Tori go out. They're connecting. Basically got lost in the sauce because they were feeling each other early on. He is being very flirtatious with her. And I think it's because the men have talked. And I think the men have decided that if you want to fuck, go to Precious or go to Carmen. And everybody keeps saying this whole party girl thing. It's not about partying. It's about being easy. They're calling you easy is what they're saying. The party girl thing is just kind of like a way of trying to say it without being disrespectful, without calling you a hoe. But they're basically saying you're the good time girl. And I think Tori wanted to have a good time and wanted to shift your kidneys, which is why when he went on his date with you, it was no longer all of that deep conversation like we've seen y'all had previously. They had really good conversation on the first day, which was one of the reasons why I started to like him, because Precious didn't seem to really jive with anybody at first, but she had a great conversation with Tori. Tori, I believe, only is feeling Sabrina like that. And now has decided, since Sabrina doesn't know where she wants to be, he's going to do whatever the fuck he feels like doing. I think he felt like fucking Precious. So he went out with Precious to try to fuck her. And Precious was like, oh, no, good sir. I'm seeing this lazy eye now, and you're doing a lot. And then he kissed her. And I just kind of feel like after that, it was like, no. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, no. She wasn't, she wasn't feeling it thereafter. And then I believe that's because, like, a lot of women, myself, I get this as well. You want to be flirtatious, you want to be able to flirt, but that doesn't mean you're going to be fucking people. Like, and I think that Precious may be that girl. I don't know if Precious has had sex with any of these men, but I personally feel like she's really, really flirtatious, and she drinks, and she's a little loose in the goose. And I think they presumptuously think that that means that she's going to fuck any of y'all because she's had hot energy with a few of y'all. Okay? So yeah, she wasn't feeling it though. She let him kiss her, but she said she wasn't feeling it. And I was like, I wish you would have said that to him instead of going along with it, doing the thing that women always do, being made to feel uncomfortable by some nigga and then acting like you're not uncomfortable because you don't want to upset his sensitive, fragile ass feelings. The water? Since you're not gonna give me no tea. Oh, you think I'm on fire, girl? Thank you. Thank you. I told y'all I got my little family fix. And that always helps me just be better in general, girl. It's just good in amongst other things. I'm not gonna overshare or anything. It's just been a very long time. Anyway, so where am I in my notes? Getting away. The kiss was weird. The lazy eye, she wasn't feeling it. Yes. The men meet. That's why I'm always squinting, you guys. That's why I'm like master squinter out here. It's also because my ass can't see, but mostly because on camera, I'm trying to make sure I look as even as possible. Okay, because in pictures, I'm great. Okay, but video can sometimes be a bit much. Yes. Okay, and for the squinting. Okay, listen. Next time, Tori, remember squint. And you could tell sometimes he would just get real relaxed and forget, and then other times he'd be like, "Oh, squint." Us people with lazy eyes know you gotta squint, okay? And keep your keep yourself at an angle. Keep yourself at an angle, squint, okay? And I do a lot of eyebrow raising, okay? Keep it even, honey. Keep it even. All right. So I gotta get my lashes done. I don't wear any other makeup. Bitch, lashes are done. Okay, do you hear me? We don't play. Anyway, yes, I mean it's my face. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's my face. I like it though. People like it. People like my face. So, lazy eye or not, you know what I'm saying? All right. So the men meet up. The men meet up. Eric says that Carmen is his number one. Okay. The Kia is something he says that he would eat over and over again. I said, creep, 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 creep. Okay. Creep, 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 creep. Stupid looking ass. Okay, Carmen came in and shifted the lineup just the way Tori wants to shift everyone's look, kidneys. Clifton says the Kia came with her hair down on their date, and that made her move up on his list. Because y'all know everybody was supposed to take out their second choice this week, right? So Clifton says, oh yeah, okay, Demetrius. Demetrius says that Tina threw a curveball. Okay, she shifted some things for him too. Paul likes Tina as well. So when he heard Demetrius was talking to her, his head went down. I'm like, yeah, because you're a runner-up, nigga. You're a runner-up in any room, nigga. You're a runner-up. Okay, listen. It's not the late 90s. Donovan says Sabrina, Carmen, and Dakia are his top. Laverne says Ace may be the one. And she at first she was second to Joy. Joy was first. I said, when was Joy first? You've been saying that Ace was your ace in a hole. And now you're sitting up here talking about Joy is your number one when we all know that, that Joy was never your number one. What the fuck are you talking about, Laverne? You don't make sense. Moving on. Then he turns around and advises the men to say who they want and don't worry about me or Clifton or Paul. I was like, I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I mean, I know a lot of, listen, I know a lot of the men are probably making decisions based off of what they think the women are going to do. And that's why a lot of them were like, nigga, we don't need no advice from you. Specifically, Eric and Demetrius was like, sir, nobody asked for that. Donovan was like, listen, I don't need it because I just got here. You're not about to ask me to make a decision when I'm not ready to make a decision. Laverne, did nobody ask you for your opinion, nigga? But I also feel like he was not wrong. With some of y'all, he was not wrong. He wasn't. A lot of y'all, like Clifton. Clifton make a decision. Like, he should have been talking to Clifton because Clifton need to make a fucking decision if you ask me. Okay? The nigga need to make a decision. Okay? Because if it's joy, let it be joy. Joy to be. I couldn't help it. Be near you. If it's joy, let it be joy. Joy is running across rooms to kiss you in the mouth. It's you for her. Okay? It's you for her. Shit. Talking about the Kia. Nigga, make a choice. Anyway, but still, Laverne, shut up. Okay? Because sometimes we feel like you only choosing Ace because Ace chose you. Okay? Eric says, I don't need no advice. Demetrius says we don't need no advice. It feels like he's trying to make them choose. Demetrius and Tori are still competing for Sabrina if you thought it was over. It is not. It is not. Okay? And who has to go? Demetrius says Precious isn't genuine. Like, we know. We know. We're aware. We're aware. Donovan sees Precious more as a sister. Now, let me remind y'all that Precious was throwing her pussy at Donovan. So the fact that he said he got a sisterly vibe from her, that was disrespectful as fuck. Okay, I'm sorry. That was disrespectful. I don't care. I don't care what y'all talking about. Okay. Tori says that there's no connection with Precious, and Paul's face was my face. Like, really? There's no connection? You ain't try to fuck her the other night? Y'all, Paul gives me, I'm friends with all of the women. Like, that's what it's starting to give. It's starting to give that Paul is probably cool as fuck to a lot of the women, which is probably how he ends up getting in some of the relationships that he ends up getting in, is that women have long-term friendships with him and then decide that he acts a fool, but he's really a good guy. And that's probably how Paul ends up getting a lot of his relationships, because most of the women have decided they don't want to date him, but then they are cool with him. They friends with him. They vibe with him. They talk to him. The way he was looking at Tori, it made me feel like Precious had a conversation with Paul about what happened with Tori, which is why Tori sitting up there saying there was no connection had him squinting hella hard, which is what Tori should have been doing. You kissed her though. You kissed her, but there was no connection. Mm-hmm. I feel like you mad because you tried to fuck that lady and she was like, no, sir, that's not what I came for. Laverne says Sabrina is at his bottom again. I'm like, dude, you're not even like, I don't even know what, like, he got a vendetta against that lady, seemingly. I know I'm not the only one that said that, but I don't even be paying attention until they get into this room. And he always says her name. And I was like, you know what the fuck is going on here? Ready to Love needs to go back to putting everybody in a house for a few weeks. Because we really could stand for this show to be like on Netflix and then give, because they be doing all these other shows where they give us a better look at these relationships. And I want OWN to do that because we be missing so much on Ready to Love. I think Ready to Love is the perfect show to be put in a format for us to see more of what is happening. Okay? Because we missing too fucking much of the story. 1 minute this person is another person's number one, and the next minute they're not even fucking talking to each other no more. And we don't know what the hell done happened. Anyway, Paul says Joy is at his bottom. Eric says Joy is at his bottom, and I think that's just because everybody has determined that Joy is for Clifton. So Demetrius meets with Joy. And he asked, is she open to more friendships with the other men? Is she interested in actually dating the other men? Because it seems like she's sold up. And Joy says, the truth of the matter is I'm getting tired of this shit. I didn't met y'all. I didn't talk to y'all. And I'm only feeling one of you niggas. So I'm about to start weaning y'all off. And then she says that she doesn't think that Demetrius is there for love. What are you here for? Who are you really connecting with? Do you really like anybody? Like, what's your motive? Because I feel like you may be trying to start some shit. Okay. And this is when I feel like she may not have realized what was happening at first. And then once she realized that she might be going home, she really got upset. And I was like, bitch, calm down. You doing way too, like, Joy, I like you. Honestly, I feel like Joy is somebody I probably would be friends with, because I think, like, we have very similar personalities, especially the way I see her like deal with dudes. I feel like we have very similar personalities. So I get it. But ultimately, why you had to go at Demetrius' neck like that? She said she was sorry, not sorry in the confessional. And I think that's because Demetrius is doing something disingenuous. He talking about Precious not genuine. I think some of the women might have those same feelings about him, and it's not exactly being expressed. I'm not sure, but I think there was a reason for that moment, even though she was doing way too much. I needed her to not go at that man's neck like that. Okay. He was just telling you what everybody had decided. You wasn't even on his bottom. At least I don't remember. But I don't even remember him saying that. And you just went in his neck and said that he was trying to start shit when the nigga barely speaks. I don't think he be trying to start shit. He barely even speaks. Anyway, y'all, Clifton meets with Precious. She seems like a party girl. And she says that that's Demetrius being messy saying that. And I'm like, girl, Demetrius was the only one real enough to have a conversation with you about the way the other men were talking about you. That does not mean that he was going around telling people that. Like, I'm mad that she put that on him, because I was like, no. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that he was the one going around saying that. I think he just had a conversation with you and told you what the other men were saying, because all of them were saying that. And you were the one on the dock spanking Clifton with a fucking hose pipe, talking about, I never felt this way before with Paul. Like, you were doing a lot of shit that did not make sense at the end of the day. So I just didn't understand why it went straight to Demetrius for her. But okay, girl, you did it to yourself, if you ask me. And there's nothing wrong with your man not being here. A lot of these niggas are weird, okay? So the women meet up, and Dakia says that there was an incident between she and Eric, and she doesn't want to have any more contact with him. And I said, girl, what happened? Is this another situation like what happened with Shiloh? And this is making me wonder, the kiss that he talked about at the beginning of the episode, was it that situation? Or was this a situation that happened after that? I'm very interested to find out next week what the situation was between Eric and Dakia. But for some reason, this episode, this nigga Eric was coming off very creepy and very like grimy to me. I don't know why, but it was something up in here that felt like you not safe. I don't know what it is, but you giving I'm not that safe. Thank you. Is it just me? Is it just me? Tell me, y'all. And y'all like the video and stop stalking me. Okay? Like, you stalk me if you show up and don't say hey. Like the video. Say hey. Shit, dislike the video if you felt like that about it, but I'ma know you're a hater. So all right, just go ahead and say either I like the video or I'm a hater. That's all. What's the dislike? Either we here or we not, you know. But I can't wait for the next episode. Child, they must have went to the Maxwell concert. No, that's not Maxwell. Is that Keith Sweat? So it sounds like Keith Sweat. Anyway. I heard he grabbed the front or back of what? The front or back of what? Of what? Really, Carmisha said that? I'm gonna have to go see what she said. It better be a legit reason. I spell out to us, the audience. I don't appreciate grown grown women making vague accusations. Honestly, the way she was talking, I don't feel like there was anything vague about what she was saying. It was just the way they edited it for us to come back next week. They edited it in a way that I feel like it cut out what she said, because the way she was speaking about how she wants no more contact with him, she was very direct about how she was made to feel and how she is no longer interested in dating him at all, or even if she wants to even stay and you know, endure anything else in this process. And let's be very clear, Eric was not her number one. Like, we know she liked him, and he did come in and kind of knock some of the other guys out of spot, but the kid was very much dating other people. So this is not a situation like with Shiloh, where it's a possibility where she got mad and acted out because this was her only connection, and her connection is not choosing her. Because that's what a lot of people felt. I did not feel that way, but a lot of people felt that way about Shiloh, that she acted out with that guy. I forgot his name already, child. But acted out with him because he wasn't going to choose her. And I feel like that's not, even if it's a similar situation, that's not what Dakia is giving me. Because Dakia has really had various choices throughout this entire process. It doesn't feel like she, you know, and like I said, something about Eric's energy and the fact that he's cool with Carmen. Let's not forget, a nigga that's been hanging around a woman like this and, oh, she a beast and da-da-da-da, that meaning on some type of way, y'all are both grimy. Birds of a feather flock together type shit. The people you attract are similar and like-minded. You know what I'm saying? Right. Okay, Phil. I laughed when she got mad at Demetrius. I was like, Joy, you made it clear Clifton is your man. Calm down. No, she popped. She popped quick. What, nigga? No, you messy. What? I'm sorry. I was tripping. Nigga pop. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Fuck you. That means, y'all, that's something with Demetrius, though. I'm not letting Demetrius off scot-free. I just haven't seen anything exactly just yet that I want to point out as problematic from him, besides the fact that he's given, you know, I don't have to try hard because I'm a hoe type nigga. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm an impressive hoe type nigga. I don't have to really try hard. Women come to me, I dick them down, and then I pull away from them emotionally, and then I give them a little. Probably one of them people that will fuck your brains out, like all of and I mean like not all like aggressively fucking you, but what I mean is they make you feel like they all into you while y'all have sex, and then after there's some type of emotional detachment from you that feels like I don't know, it feels bad. I've been through it before. But it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel bad. So you want to experience sex with them because that's the only time that you feel like they're giving you good energy. Because every other time it feels like, some type of emotional detachment. Child. You know what I'm talking about? You know though. Why? It's a girl. You don't care? I can't tell you, but you know him. But it's not mine. But it don't matter. But it's. Please go on. No, because this happened when me and him was just friends. So that's why I'm like annoyed with him right now because we both know this person. Well, you know what? I don't like this feeling. I don't like this feeling that you get is negative. Like nobody's trying to fuck Nadia, bro. Like, bro. Like, jeez. No, because everybody knows Nadia. It's not just me. Man, Chris knows Nadia, right? Yes. Everybody knows Nadia. That is so funny. Very, very impressive person. Very, very impressive person. But it's just funny to me because we all went to school together. New Orleans is so fucking small. But that's the person I can think about that, like, very, very passionate person when y'all in the mix. But like regularly, they would like your ass. Okay. And that's what Demetrius is giving me. You know what I mean? I mean, 15 years ago. But, how you gonna slip that name in? Because y'all don't know. Y'all know how many Nadias I know? Like, y'all don't know. The people who know, and the people who know already knew that. And then, college. Who cares? Just college. But yes, y'all. I know of these people. That's why I'm telling y'all what I know. These aloof motherfuckers hurt your feelings, okay? Love bomb you and then disrespect your emotions. Okay, treat you like shit. That's not what happened to me and her, but I'm just saying that's what Demetrius gives. That was a female. Women are a little bit better about that than men are. She was up front. Men lie. Men lie and act like they really like you and shit and then hurt your feelings. Like act like they was really into you. They could really see doing shit with you. And then all of a sudden, he ain't answering none of your phone calls. Demetrius doesn't seem like he's ready to love. He doesn't seem like he's ready to fuck. They should never show that military bare face pic. Yuck. Really? Yuck? I wouldn't say yuck. I felt like he actually has a really good shaped face. He had a strong chin. Make me look at his chin next episode. I thought he had a good face without the beard. I thought he had a good face without the beard. I don't think any men look good without a mustache though. Cause especially on black men, there is a tan line thing that happens where black men look whiter right above their lip. Because normally, there's no sun hitting that part of their mouth. So if they, not his chin or jawline. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That nigga had a booty chin. What are y'all talking about? His chin was not weak at all. No, I think it was just the fact that nobody looks good without a mustache. That no hair above the lip shit on black men is weird as fuck. I don't care what y'all talking about. I wouldn't say Demetrius is cute, but he gives me like fine ugly nigga vibes. You know what I'm saying? He's a fine ugly nigga. He's not pretty, is what I mean. Like, but he doesn't have to be. Like, that's the thing about black men. Black men don't have to be pretty. They just have to have nice teeth, a good beard, and good teeth. Sorry, not teeth. Y'all know what I mean. Anyway, Clifton meets with Precious. I said that. She went home. Her journey ended. Bye, girl. I said all that. We done. I'm done. I said what I had to say. Let me see what y'all saying. It's the funky Dinevas equals. I know. He did have the little dimple in his chin, y'all. That's a strong chin. Okay? But I feel like it was a quiet confidence type of thing. Yeah. Yeah. But I can understand how you could feel like he not good looking to you. I mean, because I feel like not everybody is good looking to everybody. But as fine, ugly, yes. Nice stature, know how to dress, got a, in shape, nice teeth, nice skin, clean beard, shaved head. Like, you can say what you want to about somebody's face and all of that, but as long as you take care of yourself, black men, like, and have swag, child, please. That's a part of the problem. You niggas are the women of all of the niggas. Like, y'all are the pretty ones. Y'all are the ones that like as men, black men have some type of like physical you know, their shit, as long as the teeth are nice and they stature is nice and they got swag about themselves, they do not have to be like pretty in the face. Yes. Handsome doesn't have to be cute or pretty. Exactly. So for me, I feel like, he cute. I'm done though. No, I'm done. Bye, girl. Are you done or is you finished? Oh, look how they do me, babe. Okay. Let me hurry up and get the fuck off here then. Let me hurry up and go. Okay. Bye then.